All right, here we go. Let's do this.
Start this over. Sitting up on Summit, and one marked state trooper vehicle, 2 black SUVs. There's 3 state trooper vehicles escorted, 4 Antifa shuttle buses right here, front center. There was actually 5 vehicles total. There were 3 up front, 2 in the back. They escorted right here, waited for them to get off their buses, and then state troopers unloaded and took their positions. Watch. There's that guy.
That's dude
his lights
showing
on.
you as it's happening.
They were coming, and then there's the ones up front too.
Look at them buses.
They escorted, and each one of those buses are labeled. They're all paid charter buses.
Look at that, bro.
This is as it's happening. There go the police. What's the police doing? Watch.
Here's the black SUVs up front. And wait till you see who leads it.
Wow. They freaking brought damn Antifa here.
They escorted them here.
You've got to be.
Lights flashing.
You've got to be effing kidding me.
Lights flashing.
Patriots.
How is Antifa getting a police escort? How is that? How is that?
On video.
How is Antifa getting a police escort? Please tell me how this makes sense.
There's the last video that I uploaded.
They did not certify the election today.
Just describe to us what happened.
Okay. The one that Annie shared with us is as the crowd, trying to get it onto the platform of the Capitol. Yes. So we can see here now. So see, there's one person. Let me see if that's the right one. Okay, you see, he's kicking, right? He's kicking.
He's kicking the police.
Police, yeah. That's what.
What's there? What's stationed there?
Right.
This person was attacking the police.
Right. So that's what Anne talked about in her interview. Yeah, she said that she doesn't believe the Trump supporters would do that.
I think that's how you get known about
say it again.
Okay, so we marched over at 2 o'clock, and it started very peaceful. Just patriots carrying Trump flags. We were going to the Capitol to try to get Vice President Pence to stop the certification, just so that they could hear us and see us outside. And then within about an hour, I was all the way up at the top of the Capitol, and a bunch of guys dressed in black with black helmets on, gas masks, and metal poles, and whatever that weapon is that police carry that hits people, they had those, and they were throwing gas masks into the crowd, and they're the ones that broke the windows open. There was 2 windows broken total, and they were shooting grenades and fireworks and mace and everything inside to the door, trying to push through. After that, everybody else just got excited, but I don't think that anybody at the time realized what was going on. They didn't have Trump gear on. They were dressed in all black, and like I said, they had the helmets on and regular Antifa gear.
So you think at that time people don't realize who they are?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
And then why do you think it's possibly not Trump supporters?
Because we don't act that way. We don't act that way. Even on November 3rd, November 4th, even today after the Georgia Senate runoff, which we feel the election was stolen in both circumstances, we've never acted that way. There's been no cities that have been burned. We don't loot, we don't fight people, and we've all been down here for days and there's been no issues at all. I know a lot of patriots, Trump supporters, and nobody that I know acts that way. And myself, I'm a 30-year-old woman. I was gassed in the eyes 8 times, and I watched a woman get shot, and then I watched a woman get knocked unconscious who was bleeding. They had a resuscitator. They carried both women into the Capitol. These were women that were there trying to just pray for our president. A lot of people were taking knees, saying the Lord's Prayer, and all of a sudden it just got really ugly. At the end, when they came out, the police came out, they shot probably 5 or 6 grenades or whatever they were all at once. We all dropped to our knees. We couldn't see. We laid there on the ground for probably 5 to 10 minutes before we could even stand, and they just kept shooting them.
So why do you think those guys with the gears are doing those things?
Why are they doing those things?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's such a hatred towards Trump and Trump supporters in this country that the left, no matter what they do, they try to put it on us. Just like Nancy Pelosi's house was recently vandalized, and video recorded it, and it was proven to be Antifa, but then she went on Twitter the same day and said it was white supremacists. So they try to paint this narrative to the mainstream media, indoctrinate these ideas into people's minds, much of what the communists do, and they don't allow the truth to get out. And they want everybody to believe that we're bad when we just love our country.
And normally, how would genuine Trump supporter act or react in such a situation?
We're very peaceful. We wave our flags, we walk around, we sing the national anthem, we stand for the flag, we put our hands on our hearts, we take our hats off when the national anthem plays. We kneel for God. A lot of us are Christians, Jews. We don't act in that way. We just don't. We go outside, Planned Parenthood, pray for the unborn babies that are being murdered, that sort of thing. It's just not in our nature. Like I said myself, I'm a 30-year-old woman. I have a 6-year-old child. I'm not a violent person. I've never been arrested in my life. Most of us have the right to carry, which you cannot do if you've been incarcerated or jailed. We don't go around hurting people, killing people, looting buildings, burning stuff, but the censorship in this country, and what the mainstream media is doing. I recently just did an article on a 1963 document that was entered into congressional records. So it's been in congressional records for 57 years in this country. It was the year that JFK got shot, and it was the communist agenda of 1963. And one of the main things that they said on there was overcome one or both political parties. Number 2, compromise the media. They wanted to buy out the media. Number 3 was infiltrate the schools, indoctrinate the children. And every single thing on that list from 1963 has come true. They're about 90%. They've achieved 90% of their goal. And people need to wake up. People need to wake up.
Yeah. So how do you see today, people like you went up to the Capitol Hill? So what was your purpose?
What was my purpose? I just wanted to be there to pray with other people. Collectively, I feel I've been very depressed since this election has happened because I see what's happening to our country and to our cities. I go to New York City often. Everything is boarded up. Where we are right now is boarded up. Our children aren't in school. We're all suffering financially. They're giving more to overseas countries than us. They're giving funding to Planned Parenthood. And we collectively, as Trump supporters and as conservatives and as people that believe in God, we've built this network with each other where we've become each other's families. And so today was an opportunity for us to go and unite together and just pray and hope and make our presence known that Congress and our Vice President would do the right thing for the future of this country, for our children and for our grandchildren.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, everybody, we are almost at our hotel. We've been gone for a while. We started leaving right as Trump was finishing, so we have no idea what happened at the Capitol. But I'm going to tell you my impression based on what I saw today. There were several infiltrations from Antifa dressed up as MAGA. I believe that is who has stormed the Capitol. That's what's going on. This was all set up. It was set up to make us all look bad. It is not patriots.